Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good times in the morning.
Say it isn't so. Is that Kay at 6:08
What?
in the morning?
What is happening here?
What is this? Who are you?
Hi.
Is it early?
Look at you. You're still like holding onto your hair. She's fixing her hair, guys. Like fresh out of bed.
Do you guys
Adorable.
believe that if you are with somebody for a very long time, you end up starting to look like them? Because I could have sworn I thought I was staring at Yael.
Are you serious?
I mean, look. Okay, wait. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. don't move. Don't put your face. Okay, just look at us. Look at us for a second. And when his hair's up like that, Sam.
You know,
Wag kang baby too.
Right? Come on.
just
I look like you though.
like for a fraction of a second.
I really thought. Look, right there. Like right there. Just.
It's like a intense, angry. There, does the ribbon help?
But it's more the
Like-
hair than the features, right?
It's everything. I think to me, it's the face. I mean, you
No,
guys look
it
alike.
can't
This
be the
happens, though.
face.
This happens when you're together for a really long time. You tend to actually start looking like the person you're with. You guys don't agree on?
No,
you do agree with that concept.
I do, and I read somewhere that it's not about, your features magically starting to morph into each other's, but you know how when people interact, like you mirror each other a lot? And
Sure.
so over time, parang there's like that similar vibe that you both get.
Maybe because I saw the hair thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, man, that looks like a Yael move. But no, I mean, I just kind of noticed it now. It also could be like you just woke up next to him and like maybe you breathed on each other a lot and exchanged faces. Or I don't know what the hell's going on. Welcome to the show, everybody. It is a Monday morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It is good times here on Magic 89.9. Four of us should be here, and it's nice to have Kay kind of up and early for the first hi hello that we throw out there to everybody around the world.
Are you sure it's me or Yael with the ribbon?
I will in about 5 minutes it should kind of clear up for me here, but good morning to everybody around the metro. Thanks for being here. Phone number is 863-10899. I don't know if our phones are ready, but it is a Monday morning, so let's expect
so
the worst.
excited.
There's a huge European population listening to us right now on
Expect the worst.
Of course, it's Monday.
Good morning.
What was I say? Oh, there's a big European. It seems like there's a big European community listening to us on playback.tv/good times right now. Saw Istanbul. I saw Switzerland. I saw Paris. Great Britain. There was, there was another one that was kind of unique. Hello to Bahrain, who is tuned in right now. Christchurch, of course, New Zealand, Melbourne, Australia there. Austria was the other one. Yanni, of course, in Austria. Thanks for tuning in. Clark, Newcastle, Great Britain. Davao in the house. Sydney, Australia, and Quezon City as the numbers start to come in here. San Diego, Florida, Angeles, Madrid, Spain, another Europe there. Cainta. Hi, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And Tauranga, New Zealand, whatever that is. Pat's P is in New York City. And if you guys want to hang out with us, we're on till 9 a.m. today. Let me get another song going here, and then hopefully we'll even get a Karylle popping up. And all four of us try our best to make this Monday morning worth your while. Hang out with us. It's good times right here on Magic 89.9. Good morning, everybody.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good times in the morning.
6:15 on this Monday morning. You're listening to Good Times here, Magic 89.9. Sam, and by the way, Kay, it's not like we're talking about you behind your back or anything, but Sam and I are messaging on Viber, kind of it's like a one-on-one thing. Has nothing to do with you.
On Viber?
Yeah.
You could just be sending me the Zoom thing on Viber.
Oh, are you?
I thought most people use WhatsApp over Viber. I'm just like, Viber to me is kind of
only
super old.
because I have to send it to Viber so that my laptop will have it. Kidding.
Okay. Well, but Sam and I are messaging each other about something unrelated to the show, and I'm sitting here.
The topic. I know.
No, that's not a topic. It's not a topic. I just kind of wanted to see that for the first time in my life, I was touch typing, meaning I'm not looking at the keyboard and I'm just typing while looking what I'm, and I almost scored 100. Like, I'm really terrible usually at typing, and I think maybe I don't know, maybe this job is not very a typing job, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, whoa, what's happening? Something's taking over me.
Wow.
I'm like, it's accurate. And I just felt so proud.
I am so proud of you. I am looking at our exchange. This flawless.
Should, like race. Diba? We could do a contest where we're
Are you a good
typing.
typer? Are you a good typer?
Yeah.
Without looking at the
QWERTY keyboard. Yeah.
Wow. I think on the phone, I think I'm phone for I guess my gender, age, all that stuff. I think I crush pretty hard on the phone.
And this is not using corrective. I mean, sorry, predictive. Sorry, predictive.
No, not using predictive.
Oh my gosh, I suck when I'm not using predictive. But I think it's more like a finger size thing.
Why? You're saying my hands are small?
No. Well, maybe, but...
And that's why you can never be together with Sam. You know, she has standards.
Wow. I'm so impressed that you remember. Okay.
It's really memorable, Sam, if you must know. I've never heard anyone say it before.
What? No, many girls like this.
Many girls like what? Small hands?
No, big hands.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You want big everything.
I mean, well, why not?
Yeah. Like
you said big hands and parang rough. Right? It was very specific.
No, I didn't say rough. Parang baka I said medyo like rough around the edges, like just in general.
Slightly kayo.
Yeah, but
not the hand.
Not
in general
beautifully smooth. Like nothing, not like that.
Okay, I try to put myself in the mind of like if I were a female, the one thing I really don't want, what I really, 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 really don't want. And I apologize if either your boyfriend or your husband has this, Karylle and Sam, is
what?
I don't really goddamn facial hair. I don't want facial hair. I don't want it grazing my face. I don't want any of it. I don't want, especially if you are going to grow facial hair and you're my boyfriend, I need this to be like neat. I need it. I can't have it like all rogue and everywhere. And then it has to kind of have balance. Like I can't just have some little thing here on the chin.
Like a goatee.
Unruly. Yeah, I can't. But if it's like there's gaps in it because we're Asian.
Yung parang scraggly.
That has to go. Yeah, that has to go. It has to be neat. I cannot see skin. I don't want to see skin through it.
I agree.
Kasi mukha kang snatcher.
No. I agree. I actually do like facial hair, but unless you can grow like a full, well-groomed beard or something, parang wag na lang.
Yeah. If you're not going to do it, you can't. It's got to be done right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like long hair. Long hair's got to be done right. Like if you're a guy, if you're a guy and you want to do long hair, it's gotta be done right.
This is even more specific than Sam's.
No, but it's 100%. I agree. Yeah.
Okay, but I can't have facial hair at all, though. I mean, I'm just saying if it has to happen.
Yeah, which is why you don't go there.
What do you mean I don't go there?
The facial
That's what makes me not a gay guy?
No. That's why you don't go there with the facial hair. You just don't do it.
Yeah, you just don't do it. And I don't want hair anywhere. Like, I want my boyfriend to be dolphin. Yeah.
No.
That's what I need in my life.
I just like that you're talking about your boyfriend, though.
Slippery dolphin. That's what I want. Just don't want any Velcro on me or anything like that. It's disgusting. But you girls are okay with facial hair? I mean, Sam, you said so.
Yeah. I like facial hair.
I don't mind it so much. Like, I don't prefer it, but siguro when you had the long hair, parang the facial hair would match once in a while, parang if he felt like it.
Oh, he'd grow both?
Can he grow facial hair? He doesn't seem like one who can grow facial hair. He's so baby-faced Asian.
Yeah, he can. But, it's not like he intentionally keeps it on.
Mm.
So, yeah, parang pag-feel lang niya. Yeah, it's okay.
I've never had facial hair in my life.
Are you considering it? Is that why we're talking about it?
No, because Sam was saying rough around the edges. And I'm like, no, my boyfriend has to be like pristine face. And are there any opas with the facial hair? There are none also, no?
Ooh.
Yinbin, I think, has.
I mean, yeah, there are some actors, but like not in the opa sphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm talking about the opa sphere because I cannot see your classic
I think
matinee idol.
the guy from
But you know how Hyunbin is like, okay, in the spectrum of oppas, he's medyo like mature na. I feel like it's more a mature actor thing.
But you could even have the rough around the edges type, and they're not going to do the facial hair. Jungkook would be a very good example of this, who's incredibly good looking, very rough, tattoos, all of it, but nothing on the face, just how I like it.
Because he doesn't seem the type who could grow facial hair, no?
Well, that would be par for the course for most of us. That's what I'm saying. But hindi niya pinipilit eh. If he wants to go rough around the edges, he's going to do it with the ink. He's going to do it with the hair. He's going to do it kind of with the facial expression, the way he carries himself, fashion and all that stuff.
The way he dances with Usher.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't need the facial hair to kind of, rough up a little bit. He's very rough looking. And, of course, the song of, having sex every second of the day for 7 days a week kind of helps.
Yeah, right.
The sex addict song that he threw out there for kind of matured him a bit. Anyway, we got to take a break here. Sorry, it's 6:22. We're kind of late. Again, you're listening to Good Times here in Magic 89.9. We're on till 9 a.m. Kay's here. Of course, Sam in studio. My name is Mo. Alex should be here in a second. When we come back, we got some topics to discuss. We'd love to hear from you guys on playback and both on the phone. So back after this, don't go away.
It's Good Times with Mo, Sam, and do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good Times in the morning.
Live editing. It is Please, Please, Please acoustic version of Sabrina Carpenter's kind of favorite song of ours right now on the show. I love that version so much more than
It's our favorite song.
It is.
I think it is. I think this is the song that the four of, well, I don't know about Lex, but definitely the three of us kind of are in agreement that it crushes, and I think this might be my favorite song.
It's all good. It's all good.
But that version, I
like it.
The a cappella version, I was just like, this can stand on its own.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I know it's out there just so that you could do your own remix, but it's like, this is pretty good.
It also has a strong LSS kind of factor to it, where obviously you know that when you hear it, you just kind of keep it in your head for a while. Maybe because the chorus is just one word repeated 3 times, but strong LSS factor on that one. Sam, do you got a song that you kind of just, when you hear it, it gets stuck in your head a lot? The only reason I'm not asking this to Karylle first is because you look like that eyelash thing is really difficult. So I'm going to fire the question out.
She's very busy right now. She's very occupied with a mascara.
I'm here.
Yeah, well, can you identify an LSS song for you that just, when you hear it, just sticks to you?
Last one. What was my last LSS?
Because this one is strong for me, man. I can go on the whole day for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when
I don't want it to be like over.
Where you overdo it.
I'm overplaying it.
Yeah, I definitely do that. Although, okay, I mean, I like the song, but the LSS factor for me on this one is because, I'm watching out for you bleeping it. And
okay. So
like,
the bad word is the one that's LSS in your mind.
Yes. Like giving me nightmares and stuff like that.
Whoa. Powerful. A song that gives you nightmares.
What I do when I like a song is I go and I hit the repeat button, right? So it goes on over and over. And it can go over really for like maybe, I would say I could do it for about 3 hours, the same song over and over before I actually go, then I'll hit stop. And it's usually because I need to do something. But I don't have that problem that you have, Sam, when we were talking about like an artist that we could listen to constantly in the car for 6 hours. I can do it for 3 hours on repeat easily.
And the same song. Not the same artist.
Song.
Oh, gosh.
No, the same exact song. And it doesn't bother me.
Correct. Same.
And I don't hate it like earlier than usual. The only time when I start to dislike it is when, well, nobody says this term anymore, but we used to say it on the show a lot in the past years. Like, I love it until the Jejemons get to it. And then once they get to it, I'm out. Like, no matter how much I love the song, once the Jej get to it, I'm done with it.
Did Kay just have a reaction to that word?
Yeah, she was like, oh my God, how offensive.
Oh my God, Kuya Mo, who said that?
What are they called now, though, by the way? I mean, that sect of society. That
people.
Oh, come on. Give me a couple of identifying words that we can throw there. I love the Jejemon term. Like, I just feel bad it's gone. It's out of circulation, but it must have been replaced with something because I need to identify.
With number 3. Stop.
Is number 3?
Nobody says it. Yes.
I know. I haven't heard that in a while.
Instead of the letter E, they use 3. But I'm just saying that group of ultra baduy, what are they called now?
Everyone's just bled into each other. We are one.
No, we've unified as a population. What a nightmare this is going to be. Really? There's none?
We're not
Here, let
getting...
me read. Daniel says, TikTok terrorist. Oh, okay. Terrorist. TikTok terrorist. What else?
Did you just mispronounce TikTokerist?
TikTokerist. I've never even heard that phrase before.
Really?
Is it a, what is it a reference to?
Been?
Like, yeah, I know. I don't
like
TikTok.
TikTokers?
It's like dancerist, TikTokerist, DJist.
No, never heard.
Okay.
Jologs. Jologs has been around forever, though.
I was even.
I feel like that's older.
I think somebody got beaten up for calling people that by mistake. He was just promoting his movie.
Who, Jologs?
Jologs.
No, Jologs has been around for maybe 30 years now. 20 years, 30 years.
It was an actual movie.
It's very old term. Jejemon was maybe a 10-year ago term, and then that's gone. I just need to know, like, what is the new phrase for the ultra baduy? But I guess we'll never get to it. I'm sad now.
Now you're just promoting
hate,
being yourself. And if you're baduy, so be it.
You'll never hang out with anyone baduy, okay?
Me?
Yeah. You have a baduy friend? Come on, aminin mo. Go.
My back hurts. I don't know, man. Okay, my best friend yesterday was writing an article about feelings, just for her own.
Okay, what does that have anything to do with?
I'm just saying she's not baduy, you're right.
Yeah.
She's so smart. When I have a problem, she sends me articles.
Okay.
To feel better. And she'll create her own summary. Is that baduy?
Is she a writer?
No, that's not.
Yeah, Diane.
Yeah.
She is. But she doesn't really publish even. She just does a blog. But I guess it's published somewhere out there for you to read.
You're really good at makeup. You look so different between now and maybe 20 minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Basically skincare and blush.
Oh,
yeah, no, you're good at it. I mean, it's a pretty good skill. I mean, I see them on Instagram where they can make themselves look like a different human being. I mean, you didn't do that, but just the little things that you did right now, you look a lot different. No, you're really good at it.
It's just cream.
Do you fancy yourself as a good makeup artist?
No, I hate doing makeup. That's all I can do. What I do here on the show, that's my skill. I can't do eye makeup. I can't do anything. Like, I can't do the contour. And then on TikTok or wherever, I watch people say, "Are you still doing this kind of contour?" Which is like that contour.
Oh,
supposed to do like a V contour now. I don't know how.
Huh.
Oh, it was a condescending term. When they say, "Are you still doing this in 2024?" Like this guy right here, Gerald V on Playback. Why are you guys still editing songs nowadays? It's 2024. All songs except Beanie songs have cursed words. By the way, it's not with a D, dumbass. And number 2. No, I mean, it's like guys trying to lecture us, and he's like, "Do it. You got to do it properly, you dumb F." And number 2, it's not just us, by the way. You go to Spotify, all that stuff. They'll still have explicit, which stands, E is for explicit.
E is for explicit.
Yeah, so it's not just us that's not playing songs
F
that have.
is for mother.
But yeah, dumb a-hole.
It's too early. Plus,
no, I know. I had that inner Alex. I got to stop. Okay, that's an Alex thing. I was just jump on one side like this irrelevant person is. Okay.
It's not early din kasi in his part of the world.
Yeah. Madami ka nang ginawa today.
Oh, yeah. No,
oh, my God. So my Lola told me it's super hot in your part of the world.
It is 107 right now. The high today is 108. So I think that's like 43. Give or take. Yeah, it's really warm. Yeah.
So I've been talking to my grandparents and, she was giving me this update and how I had to buy her new t-shirts. I bought her like a bunch of new shirts. Enter request.
I'm laughing because, okay, yeah, her laugh.
I'm sorry. My Lola is the cutest.
What kind of shirts does she like? As in t-shirts talaga?
No, because it's hot. So I had to ask her, are you okay with sleeveless tops? Because there's ruffles naman, not showing your arms and all that. She's so cute. She has the shortest white hair now. So it's like a boy cut. Oh my gosh.
No white. Yeah.
No idea.
What's the age where it's supposed to be starting to do the short hair stuff? I mean, short hair stuff is like what?
Well, according to Jokoy, it happens to everyone in America.
So what is it, like 50-ish?
I don't know. I guess if you can carry the short hair also.
I know. What is it like, you ladies, when you turn a certain age, short hair is kind of the go-to? Is it the maintenance, the ease of the maintenance? Is it the balding? You can kind of hide some of that a little bit better if it's not long, those little gaps and stuff. Like, why is it that, like women at a certain age, they just go short?
I would think it's a maintenance thing. Yung parang, I'm so tired of having to think of how to fix my hair today. I'm just gonna cut it short and shave the back. Oof. Don't shave.
Yeah, no, don't do that. And then, of course, there are ones that, like, I get that some girls in their 20s will do it just for kind of, that edge and stuff.
Yeah.
But every time I see it, I'm like, please, because you're going to do it in your 50s for the last 30 years of your life. Don't do it, don't get into it too early.
Right. I mean, like the Korean, someone on the playback actually mentioned this, the Korean ajumas. So that's like, parang middle-aged Korean women. Like they will all get a certain short perm.
Yeah.
It's really like the same across the board. It's called the village perm because all the women in that, town will get it.
Oh,
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karylle says it's maintenance, less suklay. Cheese Nacho says, I think it's more of just not trying to look like they're having thinner hair, which is what I thought.
The perm, I think, is where that comes in, no?
If
gives
you
you
perm
volume.
Right. You kind of hide the gaps.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, cool. Anyway, it's 6:37. We got to take a break because we're running late. You're listening to Good Times here on Magic 89.9. Don't go away. Back after this.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good Times in the morning.
Brand new song from them.
So nice.
It's like I'm falling in love. They're so good. Listen, think about Coldplay. Okay, fine. I mean, if you...
The thing with Coldplay is their extras are long.
Yeah, if you take their songs, are they as good as they were maybe 20 years ago, the songs? I would say maybe not. I think maybe the older stuff is really, really amazing. This is good too. But where they've gotten better is their concert performances are just the best. Whether you like the songs or not, I do not think there is a band that does a better job night in and night out with the volume amount of concerts that they do throughout the year there's no other band that could achieve what Coldplay can achieve. Whether you're a fan or not, you go in there and like, oh my God, this is a spectacle. It is. Everything is perfect. The way they play the songs, perfect. His ability to sing, perfect. The stage, the lights, the pyro, everything.
The
perfect.
Sustainability is perfect.
Yeah, to do it night after night, city after city, all around the world.
No, but they've cut down like on the emissions, etc.
Right.
They've taken that into consideration as well.
Yeah, and then a new album, it's like if you buy I think it's the record, it's like pressed, recycled plastic that's see-through. I mean, man, it's incredible. And the ability to do that as often as they do it, whether you love the songs or not, you sit there and you just kind of, every single song is, I wouldn't say is good, but it's an amazing to watch. And I wish I could do something like that in my life. So where you just, I mean, God, how do I say this?
Did you want to perform again?
I know.
No,
you
like
have
a concert?
A lot of songs.
No, I mean, like, I wish I could be known for something that I do.
Duh.
No.
That's what?
I'm trying
If you want to take this like thing to the next level, what you're doing, like
I'm trying to phrase it where you guys then can answer, like all of you guys. Like if you were to be, okay, how about this? If you were going to be famous for something that's attainable, okay, that's attainable for you, what would you want to be famous for?
Open
because I mean, you can't call the show and say, "Hey, I would like to be MVP in the next NBA season." Like, okay, it's not attainable for you. But think about yourself, what your strengths are, and all of that. If you were going to be famous for something that you can do, what would that be? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like Anton says, I wish I could do something very well consistently, like best caller. He wants to be best caller every day. Like, I think that's possible.
Yeah,
and
as long as you call, yun na yun.
Yeah, long as you call. So how about this? 863-10899. This might be a very weird question to answer, but if you were going to be
You're
famous...
talking about dreams, possibilities, the best version of yourself.
Thank you. Man, that's a stage. That's a
Disney
stage
princess.
Yeah, I love it. If you're going to be famous for something that's attainable for you, what would it be for? And, or if you want to send your answers on playback.tv/goodtimes, please, or call us 863-10899. Win says, I want to be the best at giving advice.
Oh. Being there for another. That is.
Yeah. Vaughn says, I wish I could be the best construction manager in the country. Who gauges that?
I know. Is there some kind of like award-giving body or something?
But there should be, because a lot of people get scammed that way.
What?
You're building your dream house and then oops, scam.
Yeah.
Way to rain on that parade, Kay.
No. That's what I'm saying. So if you're the best at it, well, yes. Thank you for trying to be the best, because a lot of people, they build their dream home and it takes forever. They have to even switch architects, engineers, and the whole whatever, everything.
Okay, get
it happens.
Yeah. So to want to be the best at it is like noble.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
863-10899. You give us a call. Sorry, we had calls. So they actually timed out here. But if you want to call back, you can. Dale says science, math, info, I guess teacher, YouTuber. Info YouTuber cater to the Filipino audience. He wants to be the science and math info YouTuber.
And one day you could be a national scientist. Do you know that there are national scientists? Because when we do plays, you have to acknowledge if there's a national artist in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
So when we did Ramahari, national artist for dance, Alice Reyes, and all the other national artists, we once had a national scientist and we were all like, whoa.
What did they do? Like, what was their science?
I don't know.
Lovely, Sam.
Sorry.
Lovely, Kay. That's an amazing story.
Maybe I'll remember it in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's how forgettable science is. Let's read a couple more here. Kiko says, I want to be known as the best farmer in the Philippines.
Love it. What would you be farming?
Rice would be good.
Plants. Some kind. Stanford says, I want to be best stand-up comedian, like Alex.
Ooh.
Okay. I wonder how funny you are. Cotton Lupa, who says, I want to be a famous macro photographer here in the Philippines.
Like flowers and all that.
Yeah,
is
or
that what
products.
it is?
Yeah, I like insects, right? You kind of go straight up into the use a macro.
Where like you're super zoomed in.
Yeah, where you're super zen. It's all kind of artistic and stuff.
Or
like no one is famous in the genre. No, there are no famous macro photographer Filipinos.
Tiny food. Oh my god.
Yeah, like even
Tiny
food.
kitchen. Thank you.
Super cool.
Yes, I love it.
Let's see. Gulong Itlog Gulong says, I want to be the best bushcraft camper. I don't know. What is it?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that? Somebody explain to us. Jay says, I want to be known to be a jack of all trades. He wants to know something. Yeah.
You know, that is a misconception because it's a putol saying. Wait, there's a whole saying. It's not master of none, but better than... Wait, better than some.
I can't wait to hear this. What is it?
You got to look this up, yeah, because I'm interested. Because I would love to be a bit of a jack of all trades, but then I think you're right. It also kind of spreads you out where you're not the actual SME of anything.
It's the incomplete phrase. We have been misinterpreting it for a long time.
Van says, so while you're looking that up, let me read a bunch more here. Van says, I want to be the best graphic designer and artist. Like have some trademark someday. Jack of all trades better than master of one?
A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes is better than a master of one. Is that the saying?
Right.
Well, no, the saying you said earlier was the jack of all trades, master of none. Like that, you said that kind of right after we read off this thing. But what Kay is saying is they've updated
it's an incomplete. No. It's an incomplete. It was a longer phrase. And yeah.
Yeah, what I just said. Someone sent that on the playback.
Right, that's the one.
So the original saying,
yeah, go read it.
A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes is better than a master of one.
Right. So that's the complete phrase. Especially
but he
in
is
this
a
day
master
and age. How can you just be a master of one thing?
I feel like being a master of one is more highlighted these days than ever because, okay, let's take podcasting, for example, right? If you have a very niche channel or niche YouTube channel, very niche, and you're the master of that one, you can do amazing things with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think this day and age, if you are a master of one, it can really get you back to the original question I was throwing. If you were going to be famous for something that's attainable, a master of one philosophy can actually make it work. And I think those are the people who they can really shine these days.
What about zoning in on one?
Yeah.
Jack
I really wish I was
zoning in on one.
Okay, so listen, Kay, if you were going to be, let's ask the question to you. If you were going to be famous for something that's attainable for you, let's remove that you're already goddamn famous, okay? If you're going to be famous for something that you can do, what do you want it to be for?
I want it to be for theater, but I don't want to mess up my performance. I'm not going to think about that.
Well, you're going to jinx it or something by saying that out loud.
You're not supposed to. You don't want to go into it thinking, I'm doing this to be the most famous. That
we know you're not. You're not.
Oh, okay. Here, let me ask this question. Okay. Are you at least in your, and please be honest. Okay, please be honest. I know sometimes we get into this battle where you're going to go somewhere else with it. I really just be honest. Do you think you're at the top 10% of theater actresses in the country?
I am. Okay, it's hard because we always talk about, you know, if you don't get nominated, if you don't win awards, but, you know, I'm very consistently there.
Yeah.
So you think you're in the top 10%?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
Finally. Hey, look at that. Good for you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
It also means you took the job. Which is like not something everyone will do.
For 300 pesos a day.
I'm so happy because I also got some other contracts lately, and I was like, oh, I can now pay for my OA coffee and krapao. I always get into a thing kasi where whatever I'm gonna eat, if it worked already that day, I'm gonna eat it the whole run.
Yeah, it's superstitious.
Kind of like that, that medyas superstition where, you know, that's my lucky socks.
Okay.
Wait, so do it for the whole run.
So are you doing more plays? Is that what you're saying after?
Please say no. Please say no.
Oh, I think the next one will have to be creating an original play. I think that's next on the agenda. Yeah, we have to get into the workshop phase. So that'll be a long-term commitment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to do it right. I believe it's important to go through the proper flow chart.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
Please take your time on that one.
Awesome.
Please. Need a break.
It's almost done.
You need a break. Okay. What about you, Sam? If you were going to be famous for something that's attainable for you, what would it be?
I would like to do something that will, parang like I want to bridge Korea and the Philippines in some way.
Is there anything needed to bridge anymore? I feel like aren't we like so connected already?
Yeah, but I want to be the one that's famous for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you are already.
But like more.
And it's a good thing because these are the things that, you know, keep like.
You know, if I were the president, knowing, Sam, what you've done already for knowing what you've already done to help kind of bridge the cultural parts of the Philippines and Korea, and then knowing now what you do for peace down south, which doesn't really have a Korean angle to it. It's really just about you. I would make you the ambassador of
Really?
South.
Really?
Yes, I would if I were the president.
Listening, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, BBM. Let's go.
Yeah. I want the
This
job,
is
man.
one of the most best advice you're going to get, bro. Sam O, ambassador South Korea, Philippines.
Whoa.
Does he get to a point that parang hindi?
Yes.
No?
No, he does. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if he's doing it
What?
single-handed. I'm sure he is. I am sure his secretary for foreign affairs is the one doing it, but ultimately he's the boss. And if he wanted to do it, he can do it.
yeah. I mean, even if it's not in like some government capacity, but like some kind of ambassador fancy schmancy title, I'll take
No,
it.
I mean straight up face
Oh,
of the
wow.
face of the thing. Yeah, face of that absolutely would throw you in there.
Well, I
I got this
appreciate
message. I
the
got this
vote.
message. Sorry to go completely different place with this, but I had this message. Somebody sent me a DM on Instagram and asked me.
Ooh.
It happens, Kay, every now and then. Somebody sent me a DM on IG asking how should he China-proof his home.
China-proof his home?
Yeah. Here in the US, they're called preppers. I know we don't really have a huge prepper community sa atin. I'm going to assume we don't.
No, I don't think we do.
You know what it is though, right? People who are in their house, they've doomsday preppers. They've got ammunition, food,
Well,
canned goods, all
basements.
stored away. Yeah, they're here for the end of the world. So, and it's appealing to, especially to guys, because we can finally put all our weapons and have some kind of fake threat out there that we can buy all of this stuff for. So he messages me and says, hey, how do I China-proof my house? Meaning, how do I defend my family from the inevitable Chinese invasion? And I'm like, oh, prepper. And I thought, how many people out there do this? Parang feeling ko sa atin, we don't.
I remember actually
A lot
talking
of
about
American
this
preppers though.
on the show one time. I mean, years ago.
Yeah,
And we did get calls from preppers. I just don't think it's a big community though.
It is not a big community sa Philippines.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we don't really have borders. We don't have a lot of international threats. Now we kind of do, but the chances of them going like to land are so minimal. But it makes fun. It's good energy to buy stuff though. Like what's your home defense system, Karylle?
I have a bat.
You do have a bat?
Yeah. Somebody gave us a bat.
For this purpose of defending yourselves?
Well, I guess that's what the purpose was when they gave us a bat.
Okay.
And no, somebody. What?
Magbe-baseball sila.
I don't know.
Father and son bonding.
Walang ball, walang glove.
And
bat
my
lang talaga.
guardian angel is here.
Yeah. So you have a bat. That's your home defense system. Sam, as somebody who lives alone, probably not good to promote that out there, but hey, it's
Oh, man.
as a single female who lives completely by herself, what is your home defense
Oh
system?
my gosh.
Pan.
Sure, I got some good pans. They're not
Kitchen
thick.
knife.
I don't know if that helps.
I want
Do you
to
have
say.
one?
What?
Sorry. No, go. Okay, what?
No, I want to say rage. Never want to go up against some rage.
What do you got, Sam? It's just kitchen stuff, huh?
Yeah,
Kitchenware?
no, you're right. I do not think about this.
She's lying.
No, seriously.
Sam,
Just say you
say
have
you're lying so that you will be
Yes.
safe.
No, but I mean, I don't ever feel like my safety is, threatened. I feel like I'm in a pretty
You got
safe.
a bulldog in there or something.
I feel like I'm pretty
so
safe,
paranoid.
and it's been safe.
Oh my
I know.
gosh. I do have a dog. She's so small.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's tiny.
She's tiny, but she will defend me. Like, may nagpa-picture the other day and then sabi, oh, mag-isa-isa tayo. And then she said, Kasi we did a group shot already. And they said, dapat solo. And then she said, rawr. So they just quietly left the premises.
And your dog's name is Finn, right? Let's go put Finn there on the coast of Zambales and to scare off the Chinese as they're thinking about coming here. But that's a bat and a dog. That's not so bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. But I mean, going back to the original question, Mo, I think you were talking about like, I wish I was known for something. Like, was that your thing? Was that what you were wondering about yourself?
Yeah. I mean, just because I jumping off of Coldplay here, being so good at what they do, and honestly, I think the best. There's not a better band out there that can perform at that level live.
But I think that this Good Times, show, the radio show, the podcast, but I think that is what you've built and you are famous for, though. I
mean, if you're making me pick something, fine, maybe I'll say that. But is that what I wanted?
Is it not?
I don't know. That's a hard answer because of course I wanted it that way. But I'm trying to think.
Are you saying you want it that way?
Uh-oh. Cue song.
Are you actually saying it is your fire and your desire?
You are my fire. Are you telling me why? Desire. I want it that way. Oh, jeez. What's that Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing? It's like, what is it?
If you can pick it out of a lineup,
I cannot get this.
One.
Cannot get this out of my head.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
Was that part of the clip? What is that?
No. The huck is that girl online that you haven't seen this? It's everywhere. You can't get it off of your damn algorithm.
I'm studying for my play.
No, it's impossible. You have had to have seen this.
I swear.
I haven't seen it either. No.
Is it a Filipino?
You guys haven't seen that? No.
Nope. Is that? I mean, obviously it's like spitting, right? Do I want to see this?
Yes, every country, everywhere, everybody knows this. Over the past week, this girl was being interviewed. The guy asked her, forgive me for not getting the semantics right, but it was something to, what do you do to satisfy a guy in bed? And she goes,
oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
It's so famous.
Okay.
Yes, you guys are not Huck tours, and that's a disappointment. Okay, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have. You want to learn? You want to be famous for something?
That's all right. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of the show. You're listening to Good Times here in Magic 89.9. Hour number 2, right after this.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good Times in the morning.
7:07 on this Monday morning. You're listening to Good Times here in Magic 89.9. Saying hi to everyone around the world. Tuned in on playback.tv/Good Times. If you are in your vehicle around the metro. Hi, my name is Mo. That's Sam in studio. Karylle as well is here. Still no sign of Alex. I'm assuming he's still asleep. But
how does this work with Alex anyway? Like, does he give you a heads up the night before? Like, hey, bro, I'm going to be in.
No.
You just assume this.
Yeah. It's everybody's different, Like last night, Kay, and there she is. Last night, Kay was doing like, okay, guys, here's my times. I'm going to wake up at this. I'm going to leave at this. It's very organized. Lex is just, he's goes with the flow.
But is our assumption with him, that he comes in every day, but we just like cross our fingers?
Yes. He comes in every day, but we're going to cross our fingers at what time?
It's just so funny how like sometimes Kay will show up, but then she'll look like Yael. So it's like we're getting someone else, And it's like, it's so up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, do we want a little bit more structure? Of course we do. But it is what it is.
No, and I think maybe, maybe our listeners kind of like that. Like, we don't know what we're going to get today.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Again, I've embraced the unknown and can find value in it.
Philosophical. I love it. Let's go.
Yeah. It just becomes all of a sudden somebody shows up. It's Alex showing up is like finding 500 in your pocket. You just look in your jeans like, whoa.
I think he will go for highest denomination. 500 is
cheap. Parang dapat 1,000, ganun.
That's Kuya Alex. He's a one.
Yeah. And then of course, and then it's funny because when Lex does actually show up, I was telling you this, Sam, when we were talking, kind of you almost know what the first. He's Alex is very moody, right? So whether it's the podcast or the radio show, yeah, he's very moody. So the podcast or the radio show, when he first comes in, it's almost as if he's got back pain. Oh yeah. Tapos ko na 1 a.m. Tapos ko 1 a.m. Tumuwi ako sa bahay. Pagkatapos ng bahay, kailangan talaga din. Gising ako ng 7 a.m. Tapos, you sit there like, so just wait. Maybe it's the age thing. When I get older, I'm probably going to do that as well. Just give you a breakdown of what my night was like every single time. Anyway, if you're on your way to work, thanks for hanging out with us. Here's what I want to ask you a question for the people at work. The office is a really good place to steal.
Wow.
And usually it's small items.
Like office
like
supplies.
Sugar.
Yeah, small office stuff. It's not really stealing because it's office
It is.
supplies.
You can get fired for it, so bring it back.
I mean, listen, if you're at a bank and you're speaking of the 500 and you put that in your pocket, you're going to get fired. You're going to get caught. You're going to get fired. Okay. But yung mga ibang bagay, it's not that big of a deal.
I know people who have gotten fired, so don't do it.
Okay. What did they get for? What's the smallest thing they've gotten fired
I think
for?
it was like supplies, like sugar and
how much supplies though?
Yeah. You want to get on pantry supplies. You never know.
Okay, here's what I want to ask. 863108999. Populate our conversation here with what are you stealing from your job? Now, obviously be anonymous, but what are some of the small things or big things, whatever? All I'm saying, there's range here. I think a lot of people steal small stuff. Which I don't think anyone's going to get fired for.
People could get fired. There's CCTVs. There's like all these like nerds.
I know, but it's all over your desk anyway. Like there's ball pens there. Like, oh, my kids need ball pens. I'm going to bring 4 of these home. Or I'm going to bring home 1 a day until I have 25 of them at home.
Do it.
So let's read off some of this. What are you guys stealing from the office? I have to zoom all the way up because there's a lot of thieves here today. All right, here
excited. They're like, yes.
All right, hold on. Office supplies. Okay, here we go. Salome in Manila says tissue. Steals tissue. Von says tissue and wipes. Madalas.
Apparently tissue is a big thing. Like even in hotels. You know how like when you book a hotel on your way out, people are usually going to grab like the shampoo, the toiletries and stuff, right? But apparently tissue is a big thing.
They steal tissue.
Yeah.
Ross Geller from Friends will get everything.
Ano to, toilet paper or yung tissue?
I'm assuming all forms of tissue.
Yeah. Kasi you used it na and they can't, use it anymore anyway.
Okay. Kasi nga for the hygienic purposes. Okay, that's maybe the higher end places. Hey, that makes a little bit of point. I think I'm going to start stealing that too. July Kid says masking tape. He steals masking tape from the office. Chadney says staplers. Okay, staplers. Now we're getting into the big time.
Do it.
No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I could see me if I were the boss and I keep losing staplers, that we get into fire territory here.
For some reason, stapler is like next level.
Yeah, stapler is just a different tier.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Yoso says highlighter. Steal all you want. Fire Alex please says bond paper. Take all you want. Kultopi says I brought 3 computer monitors. That will get fired.
God.
And not fired, but fired and arrested, I would say. Ida says red wine. Depends where do you work, but that might be a little much. Cats and Paper says bond paper. Again, I'm totally okay with bond paper. Because it's hard to buy paper. You have to go to like a specialty shop now to buy paper. Prima Jonna says ball pen, easy, no problem. Jordan says I took a file server, network switch, other IT stuff. That's okay, especially if you're kind of working at an IT place. I think little things like that, not that big of a deal. Wow, here we go. Maisie says tiles para sa bahay nila. Tiles. Something like what, floor tiles?
Does she work at a hardware store?
Dude, that's medyo rough. Nick in Doha, Qatar says perfume, steals perfume, brings it home. Elle says scissors, pads, pens with me, easy, keep stealing that, no problem. Jan says, I steal my break. Okay, yeah, keep doing that.
What?
Here's one. Chinito says, I took home 4 gigabytes of RAM out of the office PC. And then reported to the PC to IT that the PC was slow. That's beyond stapler.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of a up there.
Is that hardware?
Yeah.
Software.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. 4 gigabyte RAM is like that's hardware. Now
you stole the drive.
Yeah. Like the stick. I think those RAMs are those little sticks that you put in there. I think he stole that. That's kind of expensive.
And then it's the story that he spun after too. It's like, reporting it and blah blah blah.
Medyo rough yun. Dansby says I stole lots of bond paper. Again, that's going to be normal.
Paper.
So you also. Yeah, go. What?
No. Because you were saying that you need to go to a specialty store to get paper. I guess where you are, but here, I mean, it's like you go to a bookstore. It's so easy.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can get bond paper here at the grocery store also. I mean, it's simple, but...
Or Dunder Mifflin.
I don't know, bond paper parang...
No,
What the hell are you guys doing?
The Office.
Duh.
Oh my God, I can hear. No, I couldn't. What are you doing?
They sell paper.
Yeah, but bond paper is not as like... Because, I mean, do people even have printers at your house anymore? I don't have a printer.
I love having a printer.
You have a printer.
I have
in your
a
house?
printer. I have a printer.
For what?
For printing.
Printing of what?
She's a presenter, so she needs to print her script.
I get a kick out of printing stuff. Do I use it all? Do I use it very often? No. But I like that it's there.
You have a printer? That's
I
crazy.
would really want to get a dot matrix printer.
What is that again?
The one that goes...
Right. When everything is going
horrible.
retro, I want my dot matrix printer back.
It's annoying. It's loud. It's obnoxious. Like, I understand.
The point.
Like the super old school.
Yeah, it makes that stupid noise when it's going by. Ew, nobody. Why would? Okay, no, I understand I understand the term for retro, but that's not one of those items. That's a good question, though. Okay, like, what's a retro item you want?
That. I don't want a dial-up. No. That would be insane.
Close. That's the dial-up version of printers, though.
Yeah, but it's so pretty. Remember all those dots?
No, and then... Oh, my God. What a horrible answer to this. Because it can keep going on, tapos wala kang ink, and then you can barely see the paper you're trying to look at it because there's no more ink in the
and
top.
then in the sides, you can tear the thing.
Right.
Yeah, you can turn
the holy paper, right?
Yeah, perforations onto the sides there. You turn. Oh my God!
Do they
Why
even
would you
sell that paper? Gosh.
Right?
Maybe it's more expensive. And it's low quality paper. You can kind of see right through it. Oh man, the dot matrix printer is not a retro item that you want to retro.
It's funny though.
Let me read a couple more here. Ball pen, tissue, more tissue, right? Batteries, that's a big one, man. Batteries always. Ida says she does work at a restaurant. That's why she steals the wine.
Like by the bottle? Are we talking by the bottle or are you putting it in a flask or something?
Oh, yeah. You transfer it to the juice bottle. Maybe.
If you work at a restaurant, you open it, you're serving it, but then you're actually putting it in something else. Then you have that's called alcoholic. If you do that, like stealing a bottle of wine, medyo just petty theft, not big of a deal. But when you're putting it in your own lalagyan, iuwi mo, you're an alcoholic and you need help. Mary Kate says, she's in Amsterdam. She says, I always steal special chocolate powder from the pantry and give it to my husband as pasalubong. Yeah, it's just powder. No big deal.
Special chocolate.
Darfy says, I steal mask and safety goggles. Jana from New Zealand, whiteboard marker is her, is what she steals. NJ says, empty printer ink cartridges. I don't know why you would do that. NJ
Or
says,
the dot matrix.
ew. Toilet paper roll, tissue.
Dude, tissue, man. That's number one.
I don't
That's
know
why
but-
when there was a pandemic, people were just going crazy about the tissue.
Yeah.
I mean, something about the tissue that's so attractive to
Yeah,
people.
but those are not Filipinos. We didn't do that because we do the tabo. So we don't need the tissue the way those Westerners need it. What else? Dale says toilet paper again. Sen says tissue. Karylle says toilet paper. What is wrong with you people?
Kaya
Like,
pala
it's so
in
petty, but
offices,
it's so
wala.
essential.
Yeah, but kaya pala they don't put na tissue everywhere, no?
Because they're going to get it.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna put? I'm gonna put tissue, but it sticks.
But
So
it
nobody wants it.
sticks?
Yeah. You know, it's like a prank tissue. I'll put it there, but it's like sticky. So like mo sa puwet mo or something like that, it sticks to it. Tapos may tayo pa doon and all that stuff. It's gonna make it a little bit more difficult.
That's gross.
Ricky says gasoline.
What
Pogi
is
says
this
tissue. What else? Medicine. Okay, yeah. I mean, if I work anything, I'd still medicine too. Gasoline, pens, Post-its, laptop. Wow, that's kind of rough.
Laptop. Hello.
Yeah. Disinfectant, wipes, bond paper again.
I'm surprised people are stealing so much paper.
External hard drives.
Oh.
I could see people stealing that.
Yeah,
Extension cords, totally could see people stealing that from the office.
Mhm.
Alcohol, rubbing alcohol, I could see that. Fire extinguisher, that's bold, man. That's so bold.
Doesn't that require a whole production of how you're going to get it out of the
Oh
building?
my God.
and like,
Kita sa CCTV.
Goodness.
Like,
I know, but if you've got the fire extinguisher on the CCTV, just pretend you're putting out a fire. Like,
or,
hose on it, and
or is it a baby?
Kaya nga,
Yeah.
parang
You need modeling clothes.
you need like a
Just a baby.
pang-famous performance with the fire
Yeah.
extinguisher.
Just prointing it at stuff. No one's ever going to question you. They're like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Tape dispenser, promo items like umbrellas, bags, luggage, batteries. Batteries, I think would be probably one that I would just grab all the time. Pens, sticky notes, easy. Post-it notes, easy. Paper plates, paper cups. That's kind of poor. Laptop bag, planners. Okay, boy, there's so many answers here. We can't keep up anymore. Okay, what was my question? I had a question.
What do you like to steal?
No, there was another one.
Oh.
What do you want to be known for?
That was
Back there?
That was like an hour ago. What was my question?
What?
Oh, the retro. Okay, yeah. If you were going to do something retro, if you want to buy something retro, Sam, for the house, what is it?
Ooh, probably some like kitchen gadget that's retro. Ano kaya yun? Like yesterday, I was looking at an apple corer. Like I wanted to get an apple corer, super just, I don't know, impulsive, which I don't think is very retro.
Cast iron is retro.
You know what though? But like cast iron pans are so heavy. They're so
Just
heavy.
get the small one.
They're-
I have
they're-
one that's like a small guitar this big.
A small
What
guitar.
about?
But is that retro though?
It is. It's like the most retro of the retro.
Okay. Let me read a couple here. A film camera, I think that's back. It's back already, right? Vinyl player, that's always
It's
been a
back.
thing.
Yeah, for a
Yeah.
while.
So rotary
Comic
phone.
books.
Comic books is a collectible, so it's not like something you're going to use. You're protecting it clearly here, right? In a plastic, so it's not retro. It's more collectible. I think it's something you're going to use. Rotary phone, absolutely not.
Are they back?
I have one.
Not.
We are to the shock of no one. Kay has one.
Yeah, you have. Oh no, here she goes again. No, Bernie says classic telephone with a rotating dial. That's it again.
Oh my
What
gosh.
else?
Oh my gosh, Kay! Oh, it's so cute.
Did you plug? Does it work?
Yeah. But it
Do you-
doesn't go.
Oh no, where's
it
the
just
fun?
I mean,
goes
it doesn't
beep,
ring.
beep, beep. But yeah, it's really like that.
Oh,
I have a whole
miss
scene
it.
in Little Shop with 4 phones. So I'm just trying to get used to dropping the phone. It's like a whole choreography with 4 phones. So I just need to be.
Oh, you got it for the play.
Yeah, because before they used to use the phone like this.
Yeah, remember that?
I saw it in a movie once. Let me read a couple more here. Vintage shirts, that's retro, that's fine. Nokia 5110, never going back to old cell phones ever.
Oh, but it doesn't listen to your secrets.
It doesn't matter. You can't do anything with it though. Like a VHS. Like I've seen VHS player here as something people want retro. No, you don't. No, you don't.
VHS?
I'm telling you, even if that's your answer, you do not want that. No one is going to watch a movie at that quality anymore with the TVs that you have. You're going to have to attach it then to a crap TV and then enjoy it. Like, absolutely. Nobody's going to do that. Family computer. Gosh, you can just download the app, everybody. What is wrong with everybody?
Why is this making you so mad?
Why did you ask this question if it triggers you so much?
I'm not saying every answer, every answer doesn't trigger me. It's just some of these answers are so terrible that I wouldn't know why would people want this in their life. Like, hey, a dot matrix printer, nobody would want that.
She does. No, it's a very subjective thing.
No.
Plus, I wouldn't be like spending so much money on ink.
Yeah, you will. Because it'll be a novelty item. It'll be very expensive. Yeah. Like this, iPod Nano. I'm fine with that. MP3 still. MP3, you can use that.
That was like a queen of tears. That was like the whole moment.
Typewriter. Why? Why?
Because you feel smart using it. What is wrong with you?
Why do you feel smart? How does that make you feel smart?
I feel like you could use it to write notes.
You can't make a mistake.
And get that vintage vibe.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But it will never be a secret because then everyone's going to know you're writing a note.
I know, but what are you going to do with
note.
paper? You're like, and then like, okay, I can't give this to anybody.
Oh, you could use it if you're trying to solve a crime.
Oh my God.
You have to, right? You have to. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see here. Gosh, what is some grandfather clock? I'm okay with that.
You are?
Yeah, a clock.
Why?
Retro clock, fine.
Those are expensive, right?
Yeah, because of like the craftsmanship.
Yeah.
In it, I'm fine. It's like a watch, right? It's like buying a watch right now that's not an Apple Watch or some kind of like.
Oh my gosh, I do not
electronic
want a grandfather's watch in my home.
No, I think you're.
The one in the pocket is also pretty.
Okay, see, that's cute.
That's like very oppa.
A pocket watch.
Pwede.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're
Again,
always in a suit there.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Look at this craftsmanship there involved there, so I'm okay. CD player, fine. Typewriters is a no-go, man.
I'm into it.
Flat iron. A flat iron? Is that yung plancha? Is that what that is?
Yeah, but you want to go for the old technology without the spritzer?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. The guys here, the flat irons are way better. Now everything is disposable. The metal ones, right?
Ah, okay.
Was that really burn?
The plastic ones, kasi parang flimsy.
Yeah, the plastic ones, they're kind of plasticky. Fountain pens, so that's singing right to Kay's heart. Exactly. From God's
there are
ears.
fountain pen clubs. I've seen one. And I was just like, why didn't I know about this? But and I wanted to join because, at the moment that I saw the fountain pen club having a meeting, I had like 3 fountain pens with me. And I was like, how do I join?
You want to be in a room with a bunch of fountain pens and like 25 virgins all holding a fountain pen? I mean, really? That's your crowd? Asking each other.
I accidentally saw a group.
Asking each other, have you ever almost had sex? And they're like, yeah, almost. Ikwento mo. How you almost had sex.
Rude.
It's true though. Ito, Alvin. Yung manual na transmission car.
They're still around.
They still around?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Manual, yung stick shift, they're still around?
Yes.
My dad just bought a new one.
When's the last time you rode in one?
Last month.
Ikaw, Sam.
When so before the pandemic.
That's specific.
Yeah. So, I don't drive, right? And my dad's been on my case about it forever. So before the pandemic hit, I actually went to learn, and I chose to learn a stick shift. But when's the last time you've been in one? I'm pretty sure recently. I mean, I'm taking grabs all the time. Is it something that I take note of? No, but I'm sure I've been in one recently. I'm not a car guy, but if I see one, I'm like, oh, look, cool. It's nostalgic. Move over. Let me drive it. So I'm okay with the manual one. Dale says an 86 Toyota's manual. Thank you, Dale. Thank you for that revelation. Yes, everything in 86 is manual. Appreciate it, Dale. Thanks. Hey, guess what? Everything in 96 was manual too, Dale.
Maybe it's just so sikat is the point.
But are they coming back?
I'm okay with this.
But is it a thing that's coming back, or it's extinct?
I don't mind if it did. I don't mind if there was a retro push for manual transmission vehicles.
Are they better? I mean, what is the appeal?
I think it's the control you have, but that's it. It's a pain in the ass.
It's the vroom vroom.
Yeah, but if you're not a vroom vroom car, then it's pointless. So I think it's really about the control you have.
Okay,
but that's it.
Okay, someone says it's more tipid. Well, in any case, okay.
If you drive it responsibly, it's more tipid. But if you suck at it, it's worse.
I guess some people just never shifted to the technology, like my dad.
I like it.
Like my dad, he's just not into the, baka malito ako, ano yung stop and go.
So he stick shift all the way.
Yeah, so his left foot can be on the far left at all times. Man, he's getting old. Yeah, all right. But I'm okay with this coming back. It's not convenient. It's not convenient, but it is a little bit fun. Retro bicycles, yes, all day. That technology hasn't really skyrocketed from the very first bicycle, so I'm okay with the retro stuff.
What's a retro bicycle?
Just an older bicycle. Some of them are fixed gear. If you are talking about, say, the retro stuff, where to stop the bicycle, you actually have to pedal backwards.
Oh,
when we were younger.
One.
No. Oh. Because what you may be thinking is the bikes that we had when we were younger, which is if you want to stop, you put your feet the opposite way, right?
Yeah.
And then that's actually a brake, right? It brakes. You can actually stop. That's not what that is. A fixed gear bicycle, the original bicycles, if you have to stop by spinning the other way.
Oh.
Which is a completely more difficult process.
Wait, there's no brake like in the handles? There's no brake attached?
Well, you can add a brake, but back in the fixed bike culture is no brake. You brake with your legs.
No.
And it's not the old school stuff that we did where we brake by hitting it backwards. It's hitting it backwards, but spinning it backwards.
You're such a
very
nerd.
Difficult to do. Yeah, very difficult to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one that.
Yeah, it sucked. But I'm okay with it.
Parang extreme sports siya. No?
Yeah. It's like turning a wheel, right? But then instead of stopping it to stop it, you have to then hold it and then spin it all the way around. And of course, if there's a car about to hit you, good luck with that. Very difficult to do.
Yikes.
We got to take a break. It is 7:33. When we come back, we'll have more of the show. Back after this. Don't go away.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good times in the morning.
7:40. 1975 with somebody else. You are listening to Magic Morning Show. We're until 9 o'clock. Sam in studio. My name is Mo. That's Karylle over there. 863-10899 is our phone number. Playback.tv/goodtimes. If you are around the world streaming us. Thank you for doing that, by the way. And you don't have to be around the world, by the way, to stream us. If you want to be part of the chat room, kind of see us while the songs are playing, or even just our expression as we talk, just download that Playback.tv app, search Good Times, and hit Join Room. And again, you can interact with a bunch of the other listeners, and they are everywhere, really, around the world. Karylle, your play musical, is starting in exactly 2 weeks from today.
Oh my gosh.
2 weeks from the past week.
On the 6th. It's not even, so
2 weeks from
See you next month then.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are you off the radio then the entire month while it's on?
No, it's only weekends, but I will probably disappear soon because it's going to be Tech Week. This week is Sits Probe, which is band rehearsal. So that's a whole other thing. Yeah, we're going to be singing all day. Gonna save my voice. Nerd, yeah. So you'll see another guy with a ribbon come to the radio. Just kidding. See ya, El pala.
Little Shop of Horrors is the name of the musical. And again, it's going to be 6.
Little Shop of Horrors at the Maybank Theater.
Oh, there he is.
There's okay. Put your faces side by side, please. Please put your faces.
Your face now side by side.
I'm going to say they look alike now. Don't change your face. Don't change your face. Just regular lang. Just, ay nako.
I think it's the it's
there.
Intense.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, now when you do that.
Yeah. Yung bagong gising face niya, ganyan di ba?
Bakit?
It's so early. But yeah, so couples start to look alike after some time. Do you believe in that? Now, what Sam was saying is, well, it's more just kind of their style, their
expressions,
expressions, the way
each other.
Even their products that they use, their fashion sense, all of that. But is there possibly that their faces start to look alike? Spriggy says, bakit si Cheese at heart?
Grabe. Kayo.
No, but yung outfit ni Chisig, di ba? We've seen that change dramatically. Yung face baka kailangan na, maybe it needs 100 or 200 more years. But at least the sense of style, maybe it was kind of right away.
You can only, start looking like each other so much.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like with the cheese heart thing, I'm talking like there has to be some kind of like evolutionary thing that goes on. So it's going to take a little bit more time.
Yeah, no.
That was kind of rude. Sam, speaking of your partners, you asked this question a long time ago.
I did?
Maybe a month ago. Yeah. And you wanted it to be a topic. So you might as well. Yeah. Remember you said your boyfriend is super into triathlons.
Oh.
And a couple of weeks ago, where were you? Was it Subic? What was it again?
Yeah, Subic.
You were at Subic.
Cheering at 5 a.m. That's commitment.
No, that's exactly what I was there for.
And it's not a lot of fun. It's not a lot of fun to be. No, it's not.
No. I was expecting it to be like, very uneventful for me, obviously, because I'm not actually part of the event. And I was surprised to find out that there was actually a lot of prep that goes into doing a triathlon, like the day before. They get to check in your bike. You have to drop off your stuff at the different transition areas and whatnot. So it's a lot of work pala. And I thought maybe, okay, this is not going to be that exciting for me, but it was actually fun. But then it made me think of the topic where, there's probably couples out there where one person is super into something and it kind of sucks for you. Because it's not fun to be like, being on the supporting end of it.
It's not fun to be on the supporting end of it. Plus, I mean, the training that goes into getting ready for the event is like a 6-month thing. So any kind of time that you're expecting to spend with your partner gets diminished quite significantly. So all of that is... I mean, you could be supportive, but you don't also have to like it. And I think that's what Sam's question was. Your partner is obsessed. And let's just use the word obsessed.
Sige.
It's not like an addict or anything, but you kind of have to be a bit obsessed if you want to pull off such a feat. Your partner is obsessed with something you don't like.
But of course, being the supportive partner.
Of course.
You're trying.
You kind of have to get into it. You kind of have to get into it. Like, okay, let's say your boyfriend was Bam.
Oh.
And Bam is super nerdy into the Mavericks. And you know how your boyfriend bought you that Luka jersey?
Yeah.
Parang I feel like if Bam were your boyfriend, he'd make you wear the Luka jersey parang 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Yeah. So let's take some calls though. 863-10-899. Your partner is, are we losing? I think there's something wrong with the phone.
There.
Okay, let's try it again here. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. What's up? Who's your name?
Alright,
Who's your name?
Who's your
This is Abby.
Hello, Abby.
Actually, my boyfriend's obsessed with 2 things. One is biking.
No.
Oh, good. You don't really have to be supportive. Yeah, they're gone. They're gone.
I think 2021, he started biking. So he bought like 100K bike, ganon. And then biglang he also wanted me to bike with him. So wala, I was forced to buy a bike then. So that's one thing. And then another is table tennis. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy like a racket from like a cheap sporting goods, whatever. And then he wants me to buy like the 3K worth paddles, ganyan. So it's so expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically those are the 2 things I'm so obsessed with.
Are you still doing it though?
Biking, not really, because it's rainy na dito.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Table tennis,
really hard.
we still do it. We do coaching every week. We pay like around 500 pesos per person for the coaching.
Why that's
and then
so
now
serious?
they're making budol me to buy a new paddle. Now we're 2,500 or 3,000.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like the table tennis?
Maybe 5 or 4.
That's pretty good.
My thing. It's too fast. And then biking, I really don't like it. 0 or 1.
Yeah, biking's really hard.
Explore new places. But 0.
Okay, hold on. Abby, here's my question though. If your boyfriend, let's just say, I don't know, his right arm needs to get amputated for whatever reason, would you still table tennis, or you'll say goodbye to it forever?
I'll say goodbye to it.
Yeah, so it's not a 4 or 5 then for you.
Well, technically, because I'm doing it with his family also, so with his brother, with his cousins, ganyan. Kaya I give it a 4 or 5 because there's a bond. But if he quits it, I'll quit it na din. So that's a 10 for me.
Okay. So let's just hope he gets that gangrene then. Okay, thanks for the call, dear.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Abby.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
To get coaching? I mean, what is this? Like, do you think they have like a family competition or something like that?
Yeah, but why do it if you don't get better? So coaching is fine.
Yeah, well, if you hate it.
And then he won't even get the paddle for you. He wants you to get a paddle and pay for it yourself?
And well, not even that. Remember, she's upset about getting a paddle that's 1,000 pesos, right?
No, it was like, what, 3,000?
Oh, fine. Let's say it's 3,000. That's 6 sessions with that trainer.
Yeah.
And if they're doing weekly sessions with a trainer and a 500, you could be equivalent of buying paddles every few weeks. And I'd be like, why am I doing this?
It's like PE class. Why not get fit?
And can I just say, and I know it's all subjective, but table tennis is such a crappy sport.
No.
It is so dumb.
It was like a fun PE, I think. A, B, C, D.
What?
You try to complete the alphabet. You go back and forth.
Come on, guys. Aren't you? Like, we're Asians. We're supposed to be loving this stuff. Come on. It sucks, right?
Boxing. Now that is something fun.
I grew up with a table tennis.
There are a lot of good sports. Okay, I get that. I'm talking about the bad ones.
Yeah. We had a table tennis table at home and I still didn't like it. I didn't learn to like it. Like ever.
A table at home?
Yeah.
Half table.
Yeah. Badminton's a much better sport. I'm not a fan. Like, I'm not a fan of the ball dying so fast. Like in table tennis, the ball dies so quickly. In badminton, the ball dies like immediately. Like you hit it and it's just dying.
I get it though. You get to be mobile, but still it's easy on the knees, which is like a long-term exercise.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Jaan says 100,000 peso bike is not even a nice one. Jaan, please remember, that's what he said it cost. That's what everybody says it cost. We all know that it's not 100,000 peso bike.
Press release lang yun.
That is complete press release. Especially to a girl who has interest level 0 in cycling.
0, 1.
That's what you tell her.
Whoa.
Everybody
now
says.
They're going to get into a fight.
Yeah, no, that's more like a 400,000 peso endeavor, not a 100,000 endeavor. Everybody knows this. Okay, so the question, Your partner is obsessed with something you don't like. Karylle, is there anything that Yael does?
He's still here, right?
I know. Well, outside of his food, is there something that he does that you're just not into?
Well, there's definitely having to be in rock concerts was a big adjustment for me, especially going to the mosh pit or, oh my gosh, I was the only one wearing white all the time in, what was that place? I've seen a Jugs in Katipunan.
There's nothing wrong with wearing white.
No, I mean, I would be like, everyone would be in black and then there I am in white.
Is there some kind of rule that you're not supposed to be in white?
Di naman, pero parang I stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it's a rock concert. I mean, you wear kind of a grungy looking t-shirt, some jeans.
Right. So finally I wore black. I was like, yes, I wore the right shirt. And then I forgot. It had like a insect na bling. It's like, mali pa rin. Di naman mali, but you know, being a rock is, but I'm just saying I stick out like a sore thumb. And then, I don't know, something about rock music makes me want to dance.
But are you dancing to rock music or are you dancing to the music in your brain?
When I hear rock music, I hear rock and roll.
Yeah,
you know how it's like, that's rock and roll.
Like the 60s, 50s?
Yeah. Somehow it always sounds like rock and roll to me and that I have to dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She's not just a smoking. Man, how can you be with someone who smokes if you don't smoke?
Oh,
That's a rough one.
Such a rough one because you can taste it. You can smell it. When you kiss them, it's like being transferred in your mouth. Like, can anybody get into that? Like, are there people?
Second-hand smoke, third-hand smoke. Yeah, I know somebody. As the non-smoker pa, you're the one who will most likely to get sick. Diba?
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking like,
get sick.
this is like in the past, maybe, but now with all the knowledge we have regarding smoking, I cannot. Is there a couple out there where one person smokes and the other one doesn't?
Mm.
I'm sure they're out there. Yeah.
You think so? In 24?
Meron yan.
I don't think so.
Grateful Yael stopped smoking.
I don't think so. One smokes and one doesn't. This day and age.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very rare. Vaping, I could see. I think I could see people vaping. One person vapes and the other doesn't, and I think they're using that because they're trying to do it as an alternative to smoking, and you can support that.
Is secondhand vape also bad?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's as bad as the other one. I think they just kind of throw it out there right now. Again, I wouldn't be able to date a vapor, but I'm saying they're probably out there.
What about a liquid or a gas?
Nah.
Kidding.
It's a science joke, Sam. Sorry.
I don't get it.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
And the vape smoke is so thick too.
Yeah, but it's, if you can have it smell like, I don't know.
But remember, it smells sweet. Remember my moment in the bar? Somebody's like, you want to drink?
Yeah.
Binigyan ako ng sweet vape.
Let's take another call.
The move.
We lose everything.
I'm sorry. I think I'm neglecting the phone lines. My bad.
Yeah, I know, Sam. I could tell by your eyeballs, but no worries. Chinita says, my girlfriend loves Korean novelas, and I hate it. I hate the idea of reading captions to understand what you're watching. That's dumb for me. Yeah, there are people out there that don't like subtitles.
Right.
I'm not super crazy about it either. Subtitles. Yeah.
Why?
It's a chore.
Or what about you just turn on the dub? There's a
that's even
dub.
worse.
Okay, but it's improved so much, the dubbing. But I mean, there's always gonna have I'll always
Sam pala. Sideline pala yun ni Sam.
Oh, there's an idea.
Siya, guys.
Come on, guys. Really, between the two, subtitles and dubbing, subtitles superior.
Oh yeah, no.
Superior over dubbing.
Yeah,
hurts si Sam.
Even if the dubbing has come such a long way, I think you cannot get rid of that parang sense of disconnect. Like that's always gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's missing sound effects too.
Right.
Ooh.
Like it's a little quieter, a little less crisp. Like things that you would otherwise hear in the background. Like kung naka-surround sound ka, parang feeling ko may nawawala when it's dubbed because the voice takes priority. and it's just not a good experience.
The sound design is not sounding.
For whatever reason, like
It's
friends
not
of mine here in the US, they prefer dubbed over subtitles. And I always just assume you're stupid if you like that. Like you're less smart.
That is quite the conclusion to jump to.
No, really.
Wow.
Like my stupider friends, they enjoy dub more. And then my smarter friends, they enjoy the subtitles. And I can...
God.
I can really
chose
make that
the right one.
Yeah, I can really make that distinction. Like, if you just say, ayoko ng subtitle eh, the first thing I do is, kasi you didn't get good grades. It's cool.
That's quite the jump.
Is that fair?
Okay.
Is that fair?
I don't think so.
Only because I'm part of the smart friends list.
Exactly.
It's totally fair.
No, but I mean, come on. You're just a little dumber, I think, if you don't like...
No, it's a chore. It's a chore. I just want to sit there and soak in this experience and just have things happen for me.
Sam is triggered. The arms are going wild.
The arms are everywhere. But Sam, you're processing information all day.
So?
As well as while you're watching the show as well. So you just add a little element of information.
What are you doing with the subtitles in a Korean novela, Sam? You're Korean.
No, of course I'm not going to use it. But, I mean, maybe that's it. I'm processing information all day. When I'm sitting to watch something on Netflix, I really don't want to process anything.
Oh, she
I just want
chill
things to happen.
in her chillest way.
Yeah.
What are you watching that requires subtitles?
I can't. No, I'm not. I don't use the subtitles often, but I'm just saying, like, if I had to watch something that required subtitles, unless it's super good, I'll probably pass. Or I would prefer something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know why I like using this? I like watching movies with subtitles. Well, first of all, the movie has to be good, right? Because I know, to me, predominantly, English movies are better than non-English movies, like just in general. Okay. But if there's a good non-English movie, I get excited about the subtitles because now I can start thinking about the words, learning new words, stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be French because I'm taking French. Like I can look at other kind of languages and go, oh, so that's what that means when I'm reading the subtitles. So to me, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I don't want to have to think about learning words while I'm watching a movie. I can do that in a class.
Again, my least lesser intelligent friend.
No, it's entertainment. I just want to be entertained. Okay.
Fair enough. Do you guys ever? Okay, so with House of the Dragon coming up here in about an hour, and it's in English, most of it at least, or Valerian or whatever. Do you watch English movies with subtitles if it's like period pieces, words that you probably don't often hear, then you'll throw it on there?
Yes.
Okay. That's not an extra chore for you?
It is. Again, it's like that little extra step, but I could get into it if I'm excited about, if it's a good show, it's a good movie, and I just want to catch everything.
Okay. Fair enough. It is 8:00 here. Kate, you're leaving at 8? Is that?
Oh, yeah. You're leaving us.
I have to go.
No.
The more intelligent friends have to go.
Okay, bye. I have to go.
Bye, everybody. But I know you have work this morning, yes?
No, I have to have my back checked. I'm a bit stressed with the play. So sometimes my scoliosis acts up with the stress. And I guess I was trying to copy one of the plant people doing a back bend. Maybe that messed it up. I was doing it as a joke, but maybe
we were just talking about this, weren't we, Sam, last week? I think when Bam was here, we were asking when you feel stress.
Oh, yeah. Where do you feel it?
Where on your body do you feel it? And my answer was middle back. Like my middle, kind of my spine, it gets very stressed. And I know you guys were like, that's a weird answer. Because usually when people say back, it's kind of your shoulders, stuff like that. But no, mine's like right there down that middle of the line. And I'm wondering maybe if K and R are similar.
Well, do you have scoliosis? As I have scoliosis, so it's pretty serious. So I have to go to an actual therapist.
No, and if I did, I wouldn't even know because I hardly go to the doctor. But what I do, I just have my kids stand on my back, like when I'm lying down, and that always kind of fixes it.
It's a very parental move.
Yeah. Really terrible for you. Bad idea, but feels good. Okay, good luck with your back treatment, and we'll see you. Well, we'll call you. I was telling Sam we should all kind of get together and look at what your schedule looks like with this little shop. So let's go chat.
Yeah. Actually, it's just 2 weeks of intense rehearsals, which begins today. We're going to wear our costumes today and then do the band rehearsals. And then next week will be tech week. So I'll be living in the theater. I prepared all my sweaters.
Because it's cold.
Because it's cold. And there's going to be a lot of waiting because there's tech to be fixed, etc.
Right. The rotary dial on the phone. I get it. Cool. All right. Well, go.
Bye,
Have a good one. We'll take a break.
Thank you.
When we come back, we have one more hour of the show still. Don't go way back after this.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good times in the morning.
It's hour number 3 of the show at 8:07. You're listening to Good Times here, Magic 89.9. If you just tuned in, thanks for hanging out with us. It's down to Sam and I. And still, you never know. Alex might show up.
Do you think?
It's always possible, Sam. 863-10899 is our phone number. Hi, everybody on playback wherever you are around the world. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, don't forget, Sam was back on the podcast this weekend and was joined by the prodigal. I even titled the episode "Prodigals."
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Because Sam hasn't been on the podcast for a couple of months, and Mara Aquino for the first time in it's got to be 7 years, made it back to the podcast. And there's a bunch of positive things to say about the both of you guys together, Sam. And I mean, year after year after year, we're always trying to find the replacement for our original BSC group with Nico. And, there's been some buzz about how about Mara Aquino being a nice little BSC replacement. And then Kong here says, what about Gucci? I'm like, yes, actually Gucci did send me a DM once he saw the episode of Sam and Mara. Says, oh wow, it's so nice to see the two of them together. When can I get back in? So
hey,
we'll have Gucci there as well. But Mara has been showing some interest in even being on the radio show.
Could it be?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, we were just talking about Kay being away for a couple of weeks. Maybe we should see if she wants to sub in.
I love, as much as I say oh my gosh, you're never going to know what you're going to get on the show and who's going to be on today, blah, blah, blah. I love that we have a variety of people who just join us. I think it's fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that something that the listeners like?
That's a good question. Do you guys like that?
I think you could use some company in the booth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not an issue, really. There are people outside. It's not like I come in here into this quote unquote haunted booth or whatever.
It's Jun, right? No, but I mean, we should ask our listeners, do you like the variety of who the third, fourth, fifth host is? I mean, because now we have so many. Do you guys like it?
Yeah, no, yes, I'm curious.
I mean, yeah, maybe you guys can either call us or put it on the playback. Do you like the variety that the show has now? Cross says yes. Anton says, as long as the two of you are on board, we're good. Yeah. I mean, we are working around the premise that it's Sam and I, and then, every day we'll have somebody new. And I don't know if we should structure that or keep it chaotic like the way it is right now, because it is chaotic.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of chaotic either. I like variety.
Would you consider what we're doing right now somewhat chaotic?
I just don't like not knowing who's going to show up. If we got different groups of people coming in on different days of the week, but I knew who to expect, that would be ideal for me.
Yes. But okay, remember back in the day when Sam, Nico, and I were together, Sam, you kind of treated this with the topics. You wanted to know, what are we going to discuss today? And now you've kind of backed up. Funny enough, here we go. Karylle showed up.
No! You're kidding!
Right there.
What? Oh my gosh.
Okay. Almost on cue, right? Here he is.
Wow.
There he is. Alex in the
Hi,
house.
Lex.
What's up,
Hello,
Lex?
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. I was just waiting for Kate to leave.
Wow.
So we were just talking about this, and okay. So let me read a couple of the answers here. The question is: do you like the spontaneity? Now that Alex is here, we're going to remove the word chaos and we're going to call it spontaneity. Do you like the spontaneity of people just coming in and out? We don't know who's going to be on that day. You kind of get what you get. I think there's a plus there. When we were younger, was there like a toy that if you open the box, you really don't know what you're going to get? Kind of like even like a Happy Meal, but with the Happy Meal, you kind of know already, right? What you're going to get. But I feel like when we were younger, there was like a surprise inside.
Meron.
Yeah. I feel like that's what this show is. It's, you're going to get Sam and myself and then a surprise toy. And what's the surprise toy? Today, it was Kay came in at 6 a.m., surprise toy, and Alex came in at 8:12 a.m. as a surprise toy.
Sarap kasi matulog eh. Ang sarap ng ulan, no? No, Sam, no?
Is it raining still outside?
Yes, in Taguig.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the responses are yes, love it, hell yes, a resounding yes. Chaotic is kind of nice. Sam prefers structure. I think I lean towards structure a little more. But we're just going to call it a toy. Now, we didn't announce it on the radio, right? We announced it on the podcast that if there are going to be, for example, like Kay has to go, she's going to be out for 2 weeks. We have 2 people who have already said yes to being here with us. One even every day. One was every Monday.
Okay. So
we won't announce them yet. Yeah. But what I like is, there's a lot of revolving. Like there's going to be a lot of faces on the show.
So tatanggalin niyo ba ako? Ano ba yan? Ayan ba yung
so
parang...
yeah, about that.
Yeah, that's exactly
Alex.
what
So
that's what I'm saying. We were just talking about it.
Just kidding.
And then we saw you pop up. I'm like, oh my God, look, he's here. Right when we're going to say, hey, Alex, I think it's time we separate our path.
May tatanggalin kang empleyado bila umasok na maaga. Sir! Sir, new day, sir. New day.
Re-energized ako.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Yes, sir. Let's forget about the past. Let's, from now on, let's move forward. This is the new Alex Karylle, sir. On the dot.
No, but I think people like it, so we'll see. We'll treat it that way. Sam and I and the special toy for the day. Sam, have you had your banana this morning?
No, I had an apple before we got started.
Why did you go away from the norm?
I have saba in the fridge. Like, that's kind of my thing. But I still have to perfect my saba cookery. Like, I don't have it pat down. So sometimes it'll be under.
You have to cook it? You have to cook it?
Yeah. Mohan, you have to either boil it or steam it.
I'm not a banana guy. So
Wala bang hindi sa saba?
Ano ba siya? Parang
sweet
plantain
banana
ba yan?
I don't know. I know what saba is. I just don't know kung ano yung English. And I didn't know that you actually had to cook it.
Yes, you do. Obviously, like the regular bananas, you can just have it. The saba, which I think is plantain.
Is it worth all that effort?
Ang saba pang banana ko yung yan.
I love.
Is it worth all that effort?
Yes. And it's not that much effort. I just can't figure out how long I'm supposed to cook it. So it'll be under sometimes. And so now I have a bunch of under sabas in the fridge.
Wala bang YouTube video about how long you're supposed to cook this thing?
I saw something like online. Parang boil it daw for 10 minutes, but then it turned out under. So now I'm just like, I don't know.
One person here says 12 minutes is the key.
Depende kasi sa hinugata yan eh. May yung mga sabang green pa, di ba?
Which I will not cook. I will wait until it ripens a little bit because I like it sweeter.
Yellow, di ba?
What's the difference between that and a banana in terms of, say, texture? Because it's cooked.
Mas mataba yung saba.
No, yung size, it gets good, yung like they're medyo thing. But in terms of texture when you're eating it, is it?
Hindi siya matamis eh. Hindi siya matamis. Ang saging na normal, yung saging natin matamis na kagad yun. Itong saba, hindi. Medyo lighter yung lasa. Kaya kailangan mo lagyan ng banana Q, ng ano. Diba, no?
No, but when the saba is ripe na and then you steam it lang, matamis na siya eh.
Oo. Pero nakukulangan ako.
That is a hell of a hoodie you got on, by the way, Lex, today. That is beautiful.
Oh, it's Good Times merch?
Yeah, the thing is, we're going to have to change that now with all the new people coming in. Add some names to that hoodie. But yeah, that's a hell of a hoodie there. Let's take one call here before we get to conversation I actually wanted to have. Good morning.
Hello guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's up?
Yes. Regarding dun sa question, no, yung the variety, spontaneity of the ano. So parang for me, kasi I've been driving to work, so talagang nakikinig ako sa inyo.
Oh, thank
and for
you.
me, masaya siya. So parang, I think it's okay to keep it that way. Kasi kasi you have the core already, no, si Mo and si Sam. And then, parang, laro nga, so you have the head and the body. Tapos, laro, parang, mapapalitan mo yung weapons mo, di ba? Something like that. And, hindi naman kayo boring, pero like, it's parang sobrang interesting every day kasi you have to build, as the show goes on, you have to build yung chemistry nyo from 6 a.m. up to 9 a.m. So parang mas fun for me. So mas okay yung ganun na at parang may iba-iba kayong bisita lagi or host or...
Okay, let me address the building of chemistry. The one thing that really hurts my brain is when what Sam just said, when I don't know who we got today. When I don't know who we have, I cannot curtail we do this on the podcast. When people have a question for the show, they tell me the problem. I don't want to know the problem. I just wanted to know what a little bit of the question is, because then that tells me, am I bringing it to Alex? Am I bringing it to Sam? Am I bringing it to somebody else? That's the same thing with the topics. I don't know what to talk about because I don't know who we got. And I don't know if I should save it for tomorrow or save it for today or use it for today. But what if I use it today? Then we don't know who's here. That's my only challenge. Like, I understand the appeal of having that chaos and that spontaneity again, but writing the show wise, very difficult to do when I don't know what we got. Just to answer that, I mean, it's fun for you, very challenging on the production part is my kind of answer to that. But thanks, man.
Yes, I understand.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
You don't know what you got till it's gone. Diba?
I don't think that's the right song.
Ayun. Yeah, not for this context. Good morning.
No, alam ko lang. Pwede ba kumanta ko?
Good morning. Hello.
Sorry,
Sam,
I listened on my radio a while ago. I was listening about yung sa banana Q.
Saba. Okay. Yes.
Yung banana Q, yung ginagamit na saging, hindi saging yun.
Saba nga, di ba po?
It's a plantain.
Po. I don't know why I feel the need to say po.
Biging farmer, AM. This is the AM.
But plantains are different from bananas.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Ba?
Yes.
They're plantains, di ba, yung saba?
Sabi po ba tuloy? Nag-give up siya.
Here's a question I want to ask you guys. Again, 863-10899, or just tell us here on the chat. By the way, Sam's Zoom is frozen. Alvin, if you can kind of restart her, if that's how we're going to do it. What are some normal, everyday things that you kind of do different here in the morning? I think people, I guess, because when you're talking about your saba and having to boil it in the morning and all of that stuff, I'm like, man, that's so...
I don't do this before coming in, huh?
When do you do it? Like last night?
I will, it's basically like meal prepping. A whole hand of saba, I will steam it and then put it in the fridge.
And it's still good?
Yeah. If I boil it right.
You can do your 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, or Lex, is there anything you do that's measure 180 degrees from what everybody else does? Like, maybe you, speaking of food, brush your teeth before you eat. Or I had a friend, I'm pretty sure I've told the story before, kung tumatae siya, kailangan nakahubad siya. She has to be like completely butt naked para lang tumae. Like, and her legs have to be raised in the air. Just to be naked and her legs have to be medyo raised. You know, just little quirky things like that. I want to know if you guys have any weird, I would say normal, everyday things that you do kind of backwards.
Wait, is it backwards or just entirely different?
Just entirely different, backwards, however you want to call it. Let's take a call later. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, good
Hello?
morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who's this?
Henry.
Henry. Hi.
About the structure ng mga host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hardcore listener ako ng Magic simula pa ng mga morning
We
Zoom
get
crew
it.
pa.
Thank you.
Ganun.
Okay, we get it. All right. And
So, mas gusto ko yung yung kompleto.
of course.
Okay,
Of course.
kasi mas maganda yung kwentuhan eh.
Yeah,
Pag
I agree.
pag ganun.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, ano pa lang ako dati pa nakikinig na ako. Simula
We got
umpisa
that.
pa lang. Okay. Yun lang.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hey, Henry, thank you
you.
so much.
Thanks, Henry. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, no, I like when we're all together as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get a little.
Tanong na ba natin kung matagal na siya nakikinig?
Hindi. Pero I think in-offer niya yung info. Sinabi ko, okay lang, gets na.
Sorry, baka hindi niya nasabi.
I love how also the playback, we totally said that Sam's picture is frozen. We actually announced it on air, and then every message is, the level of anxiety I think that the people have. I love that, guys. Thank you so much. But we did announce we're working on Sam's picture. Don't worry. She's alive and she's there. And look,
I'm back.
and she's back. We have another one. Sorry, right? Here we go. Good morning.
Hi, good
Hello?
morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hi, who's it?
Morning, guys. I like your structure now regarding yung sa yung sa lineup ninyo dyan sa morning show.
Yeah.
I like your lineup now. It's a bit chaotic, yes, but can I just say and comment that Alex is actually a surprise for me. Alam mo yun? Usually you'd like listen to Alex at night. Pero this time morning, and it's working. Man, that's a revelation for me. So kudos to Alex, by the way.
Alex, I want to ask you.
Salamat dito, tuwawag na. Sabi ko, matagal mo na sabihin niya para magtagal tayo dito. Ngayon ka pa tumawag, magkakapalitan na.
Sorry, bro.
Adala ko na lang yung sustento kay tita. Regards kay tita, sa pinsan ko dyan sa Batangas.
Alright, and shout out as well sa mga dating host na or sa dating members ng Usapang Lalaki. I like that show a lot.
Matagal na to, man.
Alright, guys, good morning and have a good day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Lex, I never had the chance to hear you on nights, BNO. Is it, because what I like about you here is that we can talk about a variety of topics. We can talk about anything. Right? We talk politics. You're really good when Bam is here and you're talking about political stuff. Obviously, the jokes are kind of a standard. It doesn't matter what show you're on. But then we can talk about technology. We can talk about these debates that we have regarding the old school and the new school and all of that. Is it that much range when you're on on the nighttime, or the nighttime it's really about chicks and
chicks talaga doon. Kinuha nila ako doon para mapalagpas yung mga konting kabastusan na nakakatawa. In my almost 5 years there, wala namang nagreklamo sa akin, pero talagang namin, tinulak namin yung doon. Borderline talaga kami doon. Kaya nalaman ko kailan ako mag-stop eh. I stopped 2018 when sa comedian, nalamdaman ko na hindi na ito pa pwede. Pero halimbawa, ito ginagawa pa rin namin ngayon. Wala na. Ano lang yun, nung kinuha ko ni Tony doon 2015, hanggang mga 2014 yun to 2018 ako doon. Talagang all out. Ako talaga yung mga nagtatanong sa mga girls, may mga physical, talaga, yung mga magkakatabi kasi kami sa studio. Medyo okay pa, pero nung mararamdaman mo yung pagpalit nung sentiment ng mga tao, nung pagkatapos nun, hindi na ako nagpunta.
Yeah, and you kind of have to. I mean, I know sometimes we talk about the need to, or the dislike to change to kind of appease a woke audience but there are things you actually just have to do. I mean, it is stuff you like really have to outdate. Like I think with the VNO stuff, even just the title of Maniac Monday was the one I said, hey, you guys probably should really change that because the word is so bad already. I mean, it is just evolved into such a bad word.
Monday yun eh. Monday.
Yeah, it's almost like Rapist Friday. Like, you don't want to do it. No, I'm serious, right? I mean, if you say like something is maniac, you're getting close to predator. You're getting close to, really terrible type of human being. So yeah, you definitely have to evolve some of the stuff. And
pero yun ang balance ako because siyempre mga social sila slick, sila so ako yung parang pero may more on chicks talaga doon. Unlike dito, medyo may kanya-kanya tayo usapan, especially sa podcast, pag nagpo-problema na tayo. Kaya yun.
Right. Got it. 863-10899 is our phone number. If you want to call us, get yourself on the show. Of course, playback.tv/GoodTimes. Lex, now's a really good time, though, to tell everybody about the upcoming shows because we haven't had the chance to really plug that stuff. What's going on?
This week, nandiyan ako sa back-to-back to. Huwag kayong mong kabahan kasi maaga isa sa Berjaya Hotel. That's at 27. Friday to. Tapos tatakbo ako sa Mian sa Quezon City. And then Saturday, dyan sa unang bar, ibig may bar dyan na first time ko mag-perform. 225 bar sa may Diliman QC. Lahat ng details, alexcalia.com and thecomedyco.com. At andun pa rin ng Singapore, Singapore, July 28, sa Sota Concert Hall. Ticketmaster.sg for tickets. See you. Maraming salamat sa suporta.
Awesome. It is close to 8:30 here, so we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of the show. You're listening to Good Times here on Magic 89.9. Back after this. Don't go away.
Do what? Turn the volume on. It's Mo, Sam O, Karylle, and Alex. Good Times in the morning.
It's 8:34, and you are listening to Good Times here on Magic 89.9. The three of us are in your ears. Of course, that's Alex, whose name says Karylle there for whatever reason. Sam in studio, and...
Medj chaos today. Medj.
Why?
Embrace the chaos.
Kaya sa mga you're my rock.
Huh?
Sa'yo kaya ako nagbabase ng mga bibitawan ko bago ko bitawan, titignan ko muna yung mukha mo.
Did you say I'm your rock?
Yes, you're my rock.
Oh my gosh, that's the sweetest thing.
Oo.
Alex!
Baga kung kayo ang parent ko, si Mo yung tagapag-abuso sa akin, ikaw yung nagbibigay sa akin ng senyas na tama na. That's the balance.
Finger hearts.
Kasi kung wala ka dyan, Sam, chaos lalo tong medyo wala akong pakialam kahit na ma-memo tayo. Hindi naman ako, naman to pag out of love lang naman to
Man.
Sasabihin ko lang pag inimbestigahan na ako ng KBP, I'm doing this out of love. So I just want to share my emotion.
My day is
speaking of parental stuff, and we always talk about the different generations. Were there some things, Lex and Sam, even because obviously your parents were not just from a different generation, different culture, right? Were there some questionable parental tactics that you experienced when you were younger? No way they'd be able to get away with it these days. Again, we're talking about evolution, right? Evolving with humor, Lex, when you talk about the nighttime and all that stuff, but evolving with the parental tactics. Did you guys go through some stuff, all you listeners, when you were younger that like, oh my God, I can't believe my parents even did that to us. They could get arrested these days. Is there any story that you remember, Lex?
Oh, ni-reverse ako ng nanay ko. Yung pagka nagmamadaling araw kami umuwi, pagdating namin, dinidedma niya kami, na kami pa magsasabi, Ma, umalis kami talaga ba? Okay, nag-enjoy naman na tayo. Yung kaya kami tinamad tumakas, ni-reverse kami, sabi. Walang nabuntis sa amin ng 6 kapatid ko babae na asawa lahat ng 28 years old, 29, walang nabuntis. Pero pagka umuwi, pwede ka umalis na 2 araw, di ka alam na parang, ewan ko, susinadya niya. Tapos nahuli ako nagyosi ng nanay ko ng 18. Nagyosi sa kasama ko. Tapos, siyempre na-concern ako sa nanay ko. Tinigil ko. Parang
wait, as in that was her, yung talagang first reaction niya upon seeing you?
Nagyosi ka, tara, isa, yosi tayo. Siyempre, lalabas yung pagka-concern mo sa mama mo dahil ang tingin mo lagi sa mama mo is, yung di ba? Ma, wag na. Nalaman niya ngayon. Nalaman ko ngayon yung niya, yung feelings niya. So, yun.
But that's subtle though, Lex. That's pretty subtle.
Hindi, pero iba yung effective. Yung panahon namin maigpit, di ba? Hindi lahat nanay ko sobra kaming pinabayaan. Kaya para kami nag-uusap na, ba't kano si mami, hindi tayo binabawalan? Kaya pa nagkukwento kaming out of place sa labas. Ayaw ko payagan ng, yung mami ko, pinayagan nga ako eh. Parang ganon, parang umuwi kami maaga kasi walang challenge eh. Oo, uwi kami ng 1 a.m. Pag 4 a.m. nga, mama ko, saan ka galing? Umalis kami. Ba't? Umalis ba kayo? Okay.
I love it. I love it. By the way, this is not a palo topic. Like, sometimes we'll have the palo. Discipline. No. This is about just parental tactics that you experience that probably not going to do it these days. Marley says the parents left, I guess, the kid in the middle of the mall.
Matindi yan.
Just to check what they would do if left at a mall. Yeah. Probably not going to do that anymore these days.
Ay ka dyan. Mababiral ka dyan. Bibidyoan yung bata. Wow, ito, ang walang kwent, mga pusong mga magulang, iniwan ng anak sa mall. Nagpakasaya sila. Wala na, patay ka na dyan. Di ka makaka-recover dyan sa, patay ka dyan.
But it also is wrong. I mean, outside of you getting viral and embarrassed, it is really wrong, no?
Kung sasabihin yan, paano pag na-indap talaga anak mo? Ba't mo sasakripisyo ng anak mo? Kasi para sa lessons? Kapal na mukha mo. Parang ganun. Ano sabi mo, Sam? Optimism?
He's referring to my shirt.
How about you? Any kind of weird parental tactics that probably outdated these days that you went through when you were younger?
I mean, not really, because I hardly got spanked. My parents were pretty, I think regular in their parenting style. But I think something that was unique in our household was because, they were not very proficient with the language.
Yeah. Either Tagalog or English.
So, I would have to translate a lot when I was a kid. Or if I missed school, then I would be the one writing my excuse letter for the next day. Yung mga ganun.
Pasaba yung kwento mo, Sam.
Paano yung grades mo? You can just lie to your parents because they have no idea what's on this paper.
Because they're numbers, right? We got numbers on the card. Hindi naman siya letters.
Hindi ka na na-spunk, Sam?
Hindi masyado. Hardly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
what about you? I know you have a very close relationship with your mom.
Yeah, especially my mom. I mean, both my parents, but especially my mom. I mean, I guess the parental okay, so my mom was very poor growing up. Just as many of our parents were. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're my age, your parents went through basically the end of World War II when they were born and just kind of the recovery after that. So my mom was very, very poor and, became successful at some point, but I don't know if it's because of her history that money was not it wasn't strict. I mean, I'm not saying we were very rich, but it was like this thing like, sabihin ko sa mami ko, mami, pwede ako makdo, for example, gusto kong makdo. And then sabi niya, sige, kuha ng pera sa bag ko. And then I'll say, can I keep the change? Yung sukli, pwede sa akin na lang. Sabi naman, sige. So I'll get 1,000. No, fully knowing.
So on purpose now.
French fries lang ang bibili ko, right? So I pay for it, and let's say, the 50 pesos or whatever. Yung 950, I'm pocketing that.
Wow.
Never asked for it. So again, parental tactic. It's not like, nasa yung sukli na, laki-laki ng 1,000 kinuha mo. She didn't know. Di ko naman sinabi, kukuha ko ng 1,000. Kukuha lang ako ng 1,000. And she would not know where it is. But never really questioned it because to her, again, it's not that we were rich. It's just, man, money wasn't like a thing. It was just, and that's kind of weird. Now it'd be like, where's our money, right? If you're a parent, it's the right parental thing to do. GTWM Addict says, I guess her parent would they would make them smoke an entire pack of cigarettes when they got caught smoking. So all 20 sticks. So until this very day, they are not smoking anymore. Again, we're talking about weird parental ways that you guys experienced that would never happen these days. Somebody says, not really outrageous, but a thing my mom did was if I were to go out late, she would give me an errand like bumili ng mantika para, pauwi para ma-check niya kung what is this?
Ay naman.
Na kung uuwi siya or hindi?
No, what's the guys? In the guys na need niya yung item pero sa totoo lang gusto lang makontak. I didn't get it. Medyo genius. I didn't get it. So, sorry, I'm just reading it. Didn't really understand that.
Does she mean parang just to make sure na umuwi siya, may papagawa ako sa kanya? Parang ganon?
Like run an errand reading. Like, sige, lalabas ka na, like, halimbawa, nanonood ka ng movie. Sige, uwi ka ng gatas or something like that. So you actually have to come home before the store closes?
Something like that.
Okay, I guess.
Alam mo, hindi na mangyayari ngayon. Yung mami ko, sabi niya, pinaglalakad daw sila ng lolo niya. Tapos may kotse kasi yung ng lolo ko, governor. So tatay nung nanay ko. So pinaglalakad sila mula sa school hanggang sa bahay. Nakasunod lang yung kotse. As a punishment.
Oh.
Para maglalakad sila pa uwi. Hindi na mangyayari ngayon yun. Hindi mo masusundan yung traffic eh.
Totoo.
Madami mauulan na yun.
Or like you can actually do it.
Nasa likod yung kotse, maglalakad kayo para lang malaman mo yung hirap ng paglalakad. Yun lang ginawa sa akin.
This is a little more current, but Jazz says, my dad would secretly go to my room to read my text on sa phone.
Oh, like what used to be the reading the diary?
Yeah, now they read the phone. Okay, that's a little more current. Our parents were so strict. Oh gosh, this is Irati from Barcelona was saying, they were scared of us becoming teenage moms. Kami ng sisters ko. Ngayon, wala silang apo. Our parents were so strict, bawal mag-boyfriend and all. Now that we're in our 30s, they're pushing us to get married. But they don't have that network or the social skills, like the girlfriend skills, the relationship skills to actually get married because they were so strict about it. Again, a consequence, right?
Mahirap pala sumama ng 8 a.m. no? Parang nag-join ka sa inuman, parang huli ka na.
Yeah, like...
But, yeah, alam ko kay Kay. Dahil ko paalis si Kay, makapag-replace ka. Ayoko iwan yung dalawa.
Sam.
Baka mag-away si Sam sa kasi mo.
By the way, Alex and I did 3 episodes of the podcast.
Oh my gosh. How do you guys do that?
Dude, we were going to do 4. Alex was like, let's do a 4th one. And I'm like, yeah, it was a lot, but it was good, man. It was a lot of fun.
Roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah. It was a weird.
Doon nagkatotoo yung pagkatawa ka ng tawa. Iiyak ka iiyak ka.
For balance.
Pakinggan nyo yun.
Alex got a little teary-eyed, to be honest.
Dahil ikaw rin eh. Tinuro mo ako.
That's easy for me. I'm a crier, but Lex...
Hindi ka crier. Hindi kita kilala crier. Ako ang crier.
Wait, did you guys cry because something was so sad or because you guys were exhausted?
I think it was just the support of people. Yeah, maybe
no. Nag-exercise eh. Ang bigat na nito mo. Hindi. Nag-emotional si Mo. Naging siyempre parang kaibigan. Naging naramdaman ko na rin yung nararamdaman niya. Tapos ita. Pero hindi naman ugly cry yung parang
oh, this I gotta see. Was it coming out?
It's not at all that way. Yeah. But okay. Of the 3 of us, I would say that Sam's probably the least crier of the 3 of us.
Oh, mabigat to see.
Not in public, anyway. I don't know. I find that difficult.
Ako umiyak talaga.
When's the last time you cried, Sam?
I think I cried maybe like a month ago.
Over what? Oh, TV.
I know TV. Oh, like watching a show?
Yeah, Queen of Tears.
Oh my gosh, right, wait, if we count watching a show, because I was thinking like cry because, like...
No. Let's not include watching. Yeah, then let's not include watching a show. I just thought because you're not in an emotion, you don't strike me as very emotional. So it would have to be a show that made you cry, than a real life something.
No, I am emotional. I am. It's what I'm learning about myself too recently is that I am an emotional person.
So what did you cry about?
I think it was something about like a friend situation. I was a little frustrated about something and it made me cry.
But your cry is like stoic, right? Just like a single tear dry up from the corner of your eye, dropping very fast. never to have a second one follow.
sa tanong ko, iba ba iyak mo sa private, sa public?
Siguro, kasi parang if you do it in public, aren't you medyo trying to like control it a little bit? You know, keep it together.
Oh yeah, you're trying to fight the hell out of it if you're in public. Yeah.
So Alex, I'm assuming you're saying parang wala, public, private, it's all the same.
Oo, hindi ko mapigilan. Ano talaga ako, iyak talaga ako.
Good for you.
Oo. Doon kay sa interview sa akin, napaiyak ako eh.
Kailan?
Pero masarap pagkatapos umiyak ha.
Huh? Why
kay OGDS dati tungkol sa yung pandemic, tungkol sa sitwasyon ng mga stand-up comedian. Medyo na we cannot perform. Tapos natawag, parang na-categorize pa kaming non-essentials. Medyo doon nanood. Yung mga entertainers in general. Pero sarap pagkatapos mo umiyak, no? Parang nakaka-release.
Therapeutic.
Kaya pag pinigil mo, lalo ka mahirapan eh.
I don't find that to be true.
Crying? You don't find it to be a release?
Yeah, no, I don't find it to be a release at all.
Huh?
I just find it to, no, not at all. Never have.
Really?
I mean, I'm constantly trying to fight against it. I mean, aren't we always actively trying to fight against crying? You're watching a TV show, it's very emotional, and you're sitting with other people, you're just fighting the hell out of it. And then, you're just like coughing, and I'm like, oh my God. You're trying to get distracted from crying. I don't feel like crying is a good thing.
I sometimes feel like parang I want to watch a sad show because I want to cry. But I feel like crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not often.
Hey. If I know something is going to make me cry, I try to avoid it.
And to think you're the crier, no?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, because I don't. I'm like, to me, I'm like, again. No, I think back to what Alex is saying, yung parang masarap umiyak. I think I've never...
pag mabigat na yung dibdib mo, parang yun eh, parang pimple yun eh. Kailangan mong tirisin. Masakit, pero...
A lot of analogies you could have went. You went with
totoo yun. Di ba pagka yung pimple, pagka na-release mo na, wala na yung sakit. Tapos nagbi-build up yung pain eh. Pero kailangan umiyak ka talaga na hindi yung iyak na pigil. Masasaktan talaga yung dibdib mo pag umiyak ka ng pigil. Sa CR, iyak ka. Sa private, iyak ka. Talaga iyak mo pagka mo, sarap ng feeling, promise.
Wow, I've never looked at it that way, ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's also surprising. Okay.
Okay, I feel better now. I've cried it out. Oh my God,
You've never felt that?
Oh, no, wow. I feel worse. Like, I feel worse because I'm like, how did this get me to tears? Now it must be horrible. And that's why.
Parang isa rin yun.
Pakiramdam mo yung sarili mo. Hindi lang siya emotion. Physically, makakaramdam ka ng konting luwag ng paghinga. Yung magiging clear. Magiging clear yung thinking mo.
And I love that you're saying that because I mean, it just kind of re-solidifies how different we all are.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely feel worse, like worse, considerably worse when I'm crying. It's like if it has a rock bottomness to it, and instead of a relief, it's an addition. But again, that's kind of weird how we're all different like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam, you're frozen.
I know, I'm frozen again.
Pero lagi nag-freeze si Sam. Ang gaganda ng freeze niya. Pag ako nag-freeze,
I don't know about this one, guys.
Freeze ako ganun.
And you just froze.
Parang ganun yung mga mukha. Tapos Sam, laging pang maayos ang hindi yung ewan ko.
Anyway, we got to get out of here. It is already 8:51. Lex, are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. That's my, I believe, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is I'm here. Yung Monday kasi medyo, akala ko kasi Monday, nawala sa isip ko, akala ko si Bam andito.
Well, you're really good on the political stuff, guy, is what I was saying.
Kaya andito pa sa Wednesday, di ba?
Yeah, in fact, I think it's Kay who's not a fan of the political stuff, right, Sam?
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, because, you don't really talk about political stuff too much. Lex always talk about political stuff.
Oh, sarap. Sarap minsan. Release eh.
Yeah.
It's like crying.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow then. I think
you tomorrow.
We'll be with the whole group. But Sam, why don't you take us out the song since you're on the booth end?
Song. I do.
Or do we need a break?
We do. Yeah, we do have a break. You want to go to break?
Oh, okay. So we're late for the break. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Let's take the break, and then Sam will end it with song when we come back. So have a great day, guys. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Good times.